Okay, so I'm going to try some loose watercolor. Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm looking at my brushes trying to figure out if I should start with this dagger brush or, you know what, I think I will. All right, I'm going to start with getting some yellow onto the paper. I'm going to make it really wet though. Okay. And I'm going to bring in some, let's see, I'm going to bring in some yellow ochre into that. Just some water. Let the paints kind of do their thing. Let's see. Let me bring in a little bit of turquoise. Right here, I feel like I'm losing control of the painting, but I continue on and I continue to add that water around the paper and let the colors just kind of bleed out into the water. And I'm trying to keep it as loose as possible, and I just continue on. Now I'm adding some more of the yellow ochre. And yellow ochre, it tends to look on the brown side anyway. But because the paint that I'm putting it on is wet, it looks browner than usual. At this point on the painting, I'm adding some green leaves, again keeping with the very loose style, and you'll see me continue to add just some water to allow those paints to continue to flow and run around the paper. This Aussie red gold really starts bringing, I think, a lot of shape to this flower. And I'm just adding it slowly around the flower because I don't want to lose the looseness of it. Incorporating this purple paint into this painting helps to define it even more. And yeah, I really like having a totally different color included in the painting. This shade of blue is called phthalo turquoise. And to the right side of this painting, it doesn't look like phthalo turquoise. And that's because it's combining with the other shades of paint I have on this painting. But over to the left, it's looking a little bit more like phthalo turquoise. But even on my palette, it was mixing with a different color. So it's definitely, looking a little darker, not as bright as it normally would. Here is where I decided to add in some negative painting. So by me adding this phthalo turquoise onto the painting to where it's allowing the petals of the flower to be more obvious. I really enjoyed doing this negative painting effect on here, and I liked it. I liked the way that it worked out. because I didn't have enough paint on my brush to splatter, I put it into the water, and as you can see here, it's splattering beautifully. And then I added a little bit more purple paint onto the brush to do some additional splattering. Because I'm working on a slanted surface, I picked up the paper so that that purple wouldn't run down the flower. Now I wanted to clean up that purple just a little bit. So I took a brush that didn't have paint on it and I mopped it up a little bit. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the Aussie red gold. Yeah, I liked that a little bit better. I wasn't liking that purple running down the flower as much as it was. And at this point I am done. It is really wet, so I'm going to let it dry, and I will share some photos of the dried loose flower painting at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think, and please leave a comment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.